We're back. We're back. Hello, Bleaties. Hello, hello, hello. I am EP, Sheepy, Amarantia, Petronilla Sheepy. Sheep genius, possessed of 2 whole brain cells. Occasionally they rub together, and the spark creates an idea. And thanks to those ideas, I come out with all kinds of madcap theories about who's committed murder. And sure, I might be wrong canonically half of the time so far, but at least we had a good time with the theories, right? Right. So, this is my last stream before Christmas. It's my last stream for Christmas Day. A lot of people in Europe will be celebrating Christmas tomorrow. Especially my friends over in mainland Europe. I hope that they're having a good time. Hey DL, hey Blue, I hope you're having a lovely Monday. It's wonderful to see you. Yeah, and obviously I will be celebrating Christmas on the 25th because I live in the UK, and we just have to be different. You know, we have to be different. Did the deaths already happen? They did, and now we're about to start investigating. That's basically where we stopped yesterday. So time for a recap. Time for a recap. My fave is dead, and I am mortified, inconsolable, absolutely heartbroken. I know I said that I would try not to have favorites, but yeah. Too sad. So Ibuki, bestie Miyoda, hung herself for some unknown reason. And Hyoko was found taped to a pillar in what they believe was some kind of imitation murder. Imitation murder, right? I mean, yeah, Hyoko won't be nearly as missed as Ibuki for sure. I'm not sad that Hyoko is gone. She meant well in her own kind of special way, but I'm way less disappointed about her being a victim than I am about Ibuki being a victim. Because who's gonna be the cool aunt character now? Like, yeah, it would have been nice to spend more time with Hyoko and maybe get to know a bit more about her background. I guess if I'd realized that if she was gonna end up in this situation, I probably would have spoken to her at least a bit more. The one time I hung out with her, she basically slammed me for not getting her the right kind of sweets, and told me that all of her crying is crocodile tears to get what she wants. Oh yeah, the character development would have been so good. That's so true. That's so true, DL. So I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit sad about that. But not nearly as sad as I am that Ibuki is now gone. So just a quick catch up. I've already had some brainstorming. My brainworms have been going 40 miles an hour, which doesn't sound very fast, okay? But when you're a sheep, 40 miles an hour is like breakneck. It's unimaginable, okay? So my brain, my 2 little brain cells have been pattering away at about 40 miles an hour, trying to figure out. And I think that somebody used Ibuki's dazed state to, you know, to get her to hang herself, and then, you know, maybe they got Ibuki to kill Hyoko first. Oh, hey Capitalism, it's good to see you. Oh, damn, it is late. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. And also, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Because I won't see you again before it's been and gone. I hope you get all the shit that you want. Hope you get all the stuff you want, dude. Merry good Eggmas. Merry Eggmas. Oh, bless. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody stopping by to say hi, especially when time zones aren't very EP sheepy friendly. So I do appreciate you just stopping by to say hi. I really do. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. But yeah, I think the I think that the heat of the room like breaks the illness. Hello. Good to see you, DJ. Good to see you, Space Pirate. I hope that you're having a fantastic Monday. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. All is well, except for my emotional state. I'm absolutely traumatized. Ibuki is gone. Ibuki is gone. Heartbroken. So yeah, so I already have a theory about this. I think someone used Ibuki to do a murder and then hid the body and then again used the illness to get her to kill herself. And things being too hot like breaks stuff. Makes people better. The heat clearly destroys the virus. But the question is, who knew that? Who knew that? And how did they find out? Because when we asked Monokuma about it, he was like, don't sweat the details, as you do, right? He just kept it all hush-hush. And I mean, Monokuma, not a liar, but I mean, he's very good at keeping details omitted, right? In order to not lie, but to deceive all the same. So, we're going back in now, and we're about to start our investigations. Consequences will never be the same. I'm devastated. My fave, man. My fave is just gone. Yeah, Monokuma is an absolute bitch when it comes to being helpful. This is so true to y'all. It's so true. And he does it for real. Oh gosh. Now I'm concerned. Yeah, so the two our double murder this time is Hyoko. Just to reiterate, Hyoko has been found dead and Ibuki has been found dead. Or rather, we watched her kill herself. Or we watched video footage of her killing herself. Which made me so angry! It made me so angry. Like, if that was actually live, right? Then we absolutely could have saved her. Because death by hanging is famously very slow and painful and agonizing. So she could have been salvageable. We could have saved her. We could have saved my fave! We could have saved my fave! And instead I'm here with my... With my, it looks like hot chocolate, but it's actually definitely something a lot stronger than that to cope. I know, right? I saw the exact same thing. I saw the rope and was like, Sayori, that you? the trauma never goes away. The trauma never goes away. They're all just hanging out. Right? God damn. It's always too soon. It's always too soon. So with that in mind, let's get back into it. You gently open the door. And then I'm haunted by the posters in the back of the room constantly reminding me of what I've seen, and God, do I wish I had brain bleach. So we're back! We're picking up where we left off. We came to Hyoko's apartment where she was staying and discovered that she'd been suffering. Indeed, how's it hanging for sure, Space Pirate? Oh man, I know how it isn't hanging. So we've spoken to Sonia, we've had a route through the room. I mean, it is a bed, and by the looks of it, either it hasn't been slept in, or she made the bed, which is possible. We don't know. But there's nothing else in here. Obviously the usual, the surveillance cameras and whatnot. We spoke to Sonia yesterday. She didn't tell us anything more than we already knew. So let's get out of that room, and if I can just get rid of Has that resolved the issue? Has that resolved the issue? I'm very sorry about that. My mic just got unhooked. Good. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying I meant to park myself outside the motel yesterday when I saved, but I forgot. So I left myself inside, and there was just like the room that we've already seen. Nothing interesting. So I've come outside, and now now we're live. Now we're properly live, and for some reason, I don't know, we're scuffed. We embrace the scuff. We embody the scuff. We forever scuff. We forever scuff. Scuff life. So now we're outside. We've seen the room. I don't think... Is anyone gonna have anything else to say? Kyoko was killed between the time we discovered Ibuki's body and when we broke the door down, right? Then whoever didn't show themselves when we came to the motel was suspicious. As Kaz and Sonia. So, Kaz and Sonia seem like the most suspicious two right now, bearing in mind that's basically the princess and her white knight. Does it look suspicious? Yes, but I do also think there is actually only one murderer. There was some suggestion that there might have been more than one murderer, but we managed to confirm. Loath though I am to say thanks to Nagito poking Monokuma and prying information from him. We know for sure there can be only one murderer, so I feel confident that somebody used Ibuki as the murder weapon and then had her kill herself to, you know, to hide the evidence. So what we're really looking for is the masterminds. We're looking for someone who has significantly more brain cells than me. Yeah, I don't think Hyoko was killed in a short amount of time, Bleaties. Right, so we're done investigating the motel, so the next thing that we have to do that's on the list is we need to go to the hotel. It's hotel time. I kind of feel like we should check Electric Avenue. There isn't supposed to be anyone here, but that's exactly why I feel like it's worth quickly looking here in case. Okay. I thought there might have been something. Maybe something in the environment might have changed to give us some kind of clue. But no, the microwave is still there, the phones are still there, we're still Steins Gate up in this corner. So we're, let's leave. I'm so sorry for the, I'm so sorry for the ReZero brain rot. You're good eggs, even if your hearing is misleading you. Yes. Right, hospital time. So what we really want from this is confirmation of who was where and when, because we came in briefly last night into hospital. Last night in game time, obviously. and Ibuki was just standing zoned out in the hallway. When we spoke to Nagito the following morning, while he was still supposedly in a haze, he said something about there being two Ibukis, and that it was something to do with like the Veronicas, whatever that means. It's all a bit cryptic. So here we are, we're back again. Let's hope it's a bit less of a shit deal this time. Also, please do remember, if there's any problems with my audio balance, if you cannot hear the game audio, if you cannot hear me, if something is too loud or something is too quiet, please tell me. I will do what I can. The audio balancing is forever a challenge, and one I am always ready to try and assist with. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a few days. Yeah, she's right. for her it's been a few days, but obviously we've been there the whole time because we've been looking after the isolated guys, right? Hey. Oh, my throat. It sounds like I'm a smoker. I'm not a smoker, but my throat sounds really hoarse at the moment. I think it's the cold winter air, so please excuse me. My apologies. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera, right? Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Bro, saying that makes you suspicious. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines are lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? So the implication here is that maybe someone interfered with the transmission? Pressing X it out. No, that's impossible. Originally, the surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as a part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. Right. Okay. That makes things a bit more interesting. So basically, outside interference, presuming that Kaz is to be believed, and at this moment in time, I'm giving everyone the chance. The game audio is a bit too loud. Okay, sorry. Is that better? Is the game audio less overwhelmingly loud like this? Can you still hear everything okay though? Do let me know if there's any problems. So I'm assuming then if Kaz is to be believed, I'm giving everyone the benefit of the doubt right now until we have more information, of course. I don't want to jump to too many conclusions as much as I just want to get someone convicted for killing my fave. How dare you? I do kind of hope that Kaz is being honest about this, because it would make life a lot easier if we know for sure that only one unit could be used. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I swapped the cameras. Which makes sense, right? If it's only like one way, if it has like a single hookup, then sure. Okay, thank you Aries for confirming. Okay, good. Audio volume fine. Again, like I said, everybody, if you have problems, let EP know. EP will try and fix the scuff. We embrace the scuff. It wouldn't be a fun stream. I really appreciate that hearing me is something that you want to do. Extra good egg points. Extra good egg points for Space Pirate. Thank you. Gosh, swoon. I'm so flattered. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. Which does make sense. These things only have a single line in. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you wouldn't be able to interfere with the signal. Okay, so that basically says yes, it can only have been the two systems that we were using. Yeah, so even if there was another camera, there's no way we could use it. Presuming that Kaz is telling the truth. Okay, I want him to be telling the truth, but we have to take everything with a grain of salt right now. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. Exactly, because the range is too short. You're right, we did work on that. So, bearing in mind, he increased the wireless range, which fair enough. We needed it. But absolutely, DL, cannot let my guard down now that your bestie has been taken away. All my faith is gone. I have only now misery hot chocolate, which may or may not contain a certain quantity of alcoholic content in order to help me cope with the loss of my fave. I'm just crying into my marshmallows. Nagito isn't going to be a fan of that, no. Nagito can get in the ocean though, to be honest. He's not a fan of anything I'm a fan of. I should investigate the lobby first. I mean, didn't that already happen? I guess not. I guess we're investigating again. I guess I have to revisit the surveillance cameras. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue's surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this. Technically, then, we can't tap into any other source of video feed either, if what Kaz says is true. At this point, that's a very big if. Oh, Ch3 has some thoughts on that. Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. Please, ask away. Ask me anything you want, but especially... ask me if I'm free this Friday. Man, that's so disappointing. I tried to wink, but my model can't handle that. If I close one eye, it closes both eyes. Just pretend I winked. Don't you know that's what the EP stands for? Right? You know? Extra personal. EP freaky. I love it. I love it. So you first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? I mean, in times of dead, yes. But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Well, yeah, because we saw it on the camera. Yes, that is exactly right. Oh, I wanted to ask you about that. It'd be different if their surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions. What does that mean? What is a household function that isn't recording? Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. Ah, yes. And herein, being reminded of my visions of Sayori, thank you so much. Because it is still too soon. It is still too soon. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging there like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. Everything reminds me of her. Oh my god, what an emotion. Everything reminds me of Sayori. My little ray of sunshine. My little ray of sunshine. I even wrote her a poem. I even wrote her poems. Truly, it's heartbreaking. If you're interested in the poems, by the way, check out the old recordings of the Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. There's a poem at the end of every one. I enjoyed doing that. Oh my god, please do. Please write a fanfic where Sayori gets saved. Let Sayori be happy. Let her be happy! Keep those smiles in a jar. Keep those smiles in a jar. So there was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. Interestingly, I've just read there's no blood spatters on the stepladder yet. Interesting. Okay. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. For real, Space. For real. It's fine, I don't have PTSD. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. It's cool. My therapist is well paid. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but I now know that that must have been Ibuki. I actually disagree. I just made a realization. My brain worms. They're moving. The gears. Look. There's no hair. There's no hair on this person. It's just the bag. There's no hair. But we can clearly see Ibuki's long hair when we found her, right? You can't see this person's hair. They don't have long hair. So this isn't necessarily Ibuki in the footage. Oh dear, things just got a whole lot more complicated, didn't they? Things just got a lot more complicated. Unless I'm overdeeping it. Which, as we know, is entirely possible. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, then grabbed the rope, and that's all I saw. Not Sayuri again, Seb, for real. For real, it's been such a ride. It's such PTSD. But that's the thing, it cuts off, right? It goes black right at this moment. We don't actually see them cover their heads, so we don't know for sure that this actually is Ibuki. This could be someone else. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. Meaning that it was tactically cut off. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was really old. Jackie being super cool again. Oh, that pose. It feels like such a... Oh, it feels like it's such a JoJo moment, doesn't it? Hold it! Hold it right there! I'm gonna hit you with some truth. It's such... Oh, man. I love her. Whew. I mean... I guess it wouldn't have infrared because it is old, but I'm not convinced that's the reason. I'm not convinced. Ah, hold on. Absolutely slams the desk. Objection. I love the Phoenix Wright games. I really do. Especially the name puns. Objection. Hold it. Oh dear me. Oh no, I'm gonna get into like an infinite citing loop. I need to not do that. At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed to the music venue to try and stop her. But I didn't make it in time. But that's bullshit! You spent so much time talking to people, Hajime! You spent so much time talking to people! Hajime basically complicit in murder if it's proven that she, like, died at that moment, right? Honestly, it made me so angry. Like, just go and fucking help her. What are you gabbing to everyone for? Just shout while you're running past. Someone's dead! Someone's dead! I'm sure they'll come following you. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? I mean, it would, but not necessarily because she had opposite day disease, right? So she was just doing whatever people told her to do. Ibuki committed suicide? Hajime, we've already talked about this possibility. Literally, in yesterday's stream. Like, what? This is not new. Man, he's so slow to join the dots, isn't he? What do you think, Jackie? Shanky's having a very long thonk. There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own. Right. Yes, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest. Nah, he's really not the ultimate analyst DL, for sure. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. I have played Steins Gate, Seb. I have played Steins Gate. And, that too is suffering. That too made me very sad. The first ending I got was terrible. Terrible. Oh! Oh, the pouty face! Ah, that's so cute! I love her pouty face! She's so precious! A lot of the media we consume is suffering. That's so real, DL. I feel like this is why so many people have mental health disorders now, right? Everything we're exposed to is just like causing PTSD. The trauma. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. We've been to the second floor. Do you remember, Bleaties? Do you remember? And it was just like a big place with like all the things you'd expect from a conference room, a whiteboard and a TV and a projector, stuff like that. You're in all the fandoms that make people sad. You're in all the fandoms. What an emotion. What an emotion. I think probably the most like the most harmless thing that I'm a fandom of is, I don't know, probably Final Fantasy. And even then, that depends on if you're getting involved in shipping wars or not. By the way, shipping wars are bullshit. And that's all I have to say on that topic. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She has. Because she's in a hurry. She's going to investigate. She's got things to figure out. She's got to figure it out. She said the conference room, but why would she mention that all of a sudden? Well, because there's stuff up there that's useful. That's why. Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem upset? Yes, she did, because she was pouting. Did you see the cute pout? Of course she's upset. Also, real talk. Real talk. Hajime, you're a fucking retard. One of her friends just died. By suicide, no less. Of course she's sad. Of course she's upset. Of course she is upset. Hajime has like zero compassion. Where is your compassion? Be compassionate. Fuck me. Right, so I think now we can go and also investigate upstairs. Let's see what it is that she saw. Ah, Akane. Are you feeling better? I really hope you're feeling better, Akane. She was still feeling a bit woozily earlier on when we went into the Titty Typhoon, and yeah, I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned about her, to be honest. Oh, bless you, dear. We can do that once we get to the end. Once we get to the end, I'm intrigued to hear about your character analysis. That's right, Titty Typhoon is a thing. To me, it still sounds like a strip club, but it's a music venue. Goodness me. It's a name. It's one of the names of all time. Phew. I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. What is it with, like... Why? Why is that what you default to? Why is that what you default to? I guess she... Mind you, I do seem to remember her saying that her, like, mum's boyfriends or whatever used to give her massages and stuff. Like, what the fuck is her upbringing, right? What the fuck is her upbringing? I mean, it's a good thing that she's so smiley and upbeat all the time, for sure, for sure. I agree, DL. Ibuki would have, like, approved defo. Ayo, indeed, space. Ayo! But why? I don't... Do you know what? I think, like, Hajime's way too prudish anyway. Even if, like, they were both into it, I still think he'd be like, oh heavens, no, I couldn't possibly. He doesn't like having, you know, he doesn't do anything that's, like, not written in a rule book. He's very by the book, this dude. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. You absolute rude piece of shit, Hajime. What the fuck? What the fuck? She was bearable the whole time. What do you mean she was bearable when she was quiet? That is so unbelievably disrespectful. Dick move. Horrible, horrible thing to say. Horrible thing to say. Well, I'm glad that she's feeling better. I'm glad that she's feeling better. Her smile is lovely, and even if she is just Goku with boobs, I still appreciate her very, very much. She lights up our days. She beat me up if I said that out loud. Dude, most people would want to beat you up if they heard you say things like that. This song is kind of a banger. It is an absolute banger. It gets so stuck in my head too. It's such an earworm. Just like the Monokuma lesson song. For sure, for sure. Yeah, this is true, DL. For real, Akane and Mikan just like hypersexualizing themselves, but I don't think they do so like with intent necessarily. I think it's just like, for some reason their upbringings have made them like normalize this stuff, and I'm like, why? Like, what happened? What happened to you, right? Yeah, I would agree, Space. Hajime is not like the nicest protag. I hope that when he gets his memory back, he remembers that he wasn't an absolute dickhead before all of this, and he suddenly apologizes and feels sorry for everything. That would be my best possible outcome, I think. Yeah, right, DL. For sure. I'm glad that you agree with me. Like, saying something that rude, like, deserves a slap. Also, I don't advocate acts of violence. Please don't call the police. Don't get me in trouble. I'm just a sheep. I'm just a silly foof. Hypersexualization of girls is pretty much a habit by now. Yeah, I mean, it's just... I guess I've seen so much of it, I just shrug it off. It's all meant to be, like, humor, isn't it? I think, like, there's plenty of hypersexualization of dudes as well, though. It's pretty equal opportunities. It's pretty equal opportunities. I mean, have you seen Nekomaru's bulge? Have you seen that thing? That could stop a tank. Holy shit. Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. I see. So she actually liked her hospital gown? I wonder if she still has it. Don't tell me you plan to wear those gowns from now on. That's the idea, but looks like they're out of stock. There's a lot of shit that makes you rub your temples, like how much fan service is necessary. I think it's intentional. I think it's part of the distraction tactic, you know, to try and like stop you from focusing on the case and stuff, so that you miss certain things. So you miss stuff. It's all a part of the bigger game, you know. I think it's part of the 4D chess. It's gotta be. It's gotta be! Never too much fan service. I think as long as there's something for everyone, fan service is definitely is okay. Fan service is okay. So It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more empty rooms. You mean there weren't any gowns? Yeah, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's unisex size, so I'll probably fit in it. Right, that right there is a clue. Zesty boy mention. Dun dun dun. That right there. This means that there is some potential to the idea that the person in the video footage might not have been Ibuki, right? It might not have been Ibuki because the gowns are unisex, they're all one size. It could have been anyone under there. We couldn't see their hair. So it could have been someone pretending to be her. And this is all pre-recorded, right? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Also, the scenes have been set up. It's possible that clip we saw of her climbing the ladder stuff, that could have been somewhere else, right? It could have been somewhere else. That's why they needed the black curtain. The black curtain was just to make the scenery look the same. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's where it took place. Oh, man. Oh, we're starting to cook now. We're starting to cook now, Bleaties. Hold on. What happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross! I mean, after all, she does have clean panties. You know? If she's into clean panties, she's definitely gonna be into clean gowns. Damn, Seb, that's so real. That's so real, it cut straight to my bone. It cut straight to my bone. Whenever you feel you got a valid theory, it's completely wrong. So far of the cases, I've got one right and I've got one wrong. We're on a 50-50. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Your experience of the games is fuck you for thinking you're smart. Oh, honestly, that's how I feel. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Really? I don't think so. I don't think it was a bad idea because she can, like, kick 7 shades of shit out of just about anyone who tries to start trouble. I think Akane is an excellent choice for Doorman. And then we've got this weirdly horrific scene of aliens just dying? Like, what? Right, so we want to go upstairs and see what it is that Mikan thought was so important about the conference room. Look at that. What is this? This just like weirdly huge empty space. This feels so wrong. Also, the fucking MRI machine that levitates, like, I don't think anyone should ever be put inside that. I fear for what might happen to you. I fear for what might happen to you. Honestly, I really do feel like Hajime's main role most of the time is to just misdirect you. Put Nagito in there! Oh my god, that is such a genius move. That is such a genius move. We should put Nagito in there. Oh no! Oh no! Hold on. Oh no, it's pitch black and I can't see anything. But we'll have to wait for a second because Tama needs something. Can you hear the bibbing? That is the sound of Tama desperately needing a food and desperately needing a fun. Or he's gonna be, or she rather, Tamomi is gonna be really upset. And we don't want her to be upset. Oh yeah, she just evolved and got legs you haven't seen yet, have you? You haven't seen. I gotta show you. I gotta show you. You need to see. Tama 3.0 is doing great. Is doing great. And this time isn't turning into a plant, which is interesting. So I guess that means I've been looking after her better. Yeah! That is the sound of a happy Tama. Do you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you. So there we go. Look at that. So this is Tama today. Look! Look, she sprouted feet. Tomomi has feet for the first time ever. Hee. We gotta keep those gains going. Maybe eventually she'll grow like arms as well or something. But we want to make sure that this time Tama doesn't turn into a plant monster. Because I felt so bad finding this out when I was looking for tips on how to make my Tamagotchi extra happy. But it turns out the previous 2 Tama evolutions we have are the results of serious neglect. Serious neglect. I didn't realize it was not okay to let the heart rates drop below a certain amount, like for a certain amount of time and stuff. You know, but no, it turns out that is a thing, and I have to make sure that I don't let that happen ever again. So here she is. No arms, no problem. Nature truly is beautiful. We have to keep her alive. We have to keep her alive. No, I can't be a bad mommy. I have to be the best possible mama. I gotta be a good EP mama. So, what's this? It's pitch black. Can't see anything. Where's the switch? Oh? I think Chiaki has realized. Is it possible that this room might have been where the murder actually took place? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Just the choice of word there has made me immediately anxious. Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. I think I'd rather not poke out my eyes. I think I'll just leave the light off, thanks very much. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes. Ah, bummer. Why? Why did you want that? Why are you disappointed that I don't want to poke my eyes out? That's kind of unhinged. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little, but I squinted my eyes and they started adjusting to the light. Oh, the light's back on. That's it. That's it. It happened in this room. It happened in this room, Bleaties. See that black curtain? That black curtain on the back of the wall? It was set up. It must have been in here. It must have been in here. I'm determined to prove it. And if I'm wrong, I was still right. Okay? Okay, wink wink, nudge nudge. Yeah? And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window. Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. And there's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks the light, and it's long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? Hajime! Hajime, if I could slap you upside the back of your head right now for your denseness. This guy is definitely not the ultimate detective. he is not the ultimate detective.
Is he, Tama? Is he, Tama? No, he's not.
No, he's not. Tama says he's not the ultimate detective either. He's the ultimate idiot.
Ah! The cute pout is back! The cute pout! Oh my god. Please go out with me. So cute. I will take you on the cutest day ever, and maybe we will hold hands and we will walk through the park and we'll look at the cherry blossoms and enjoy watching the little turtles sunning themselves in the pond. It'll be super cute. You should keep a squeal counter. I don't know if there's one that goes high enough. The worst part is I already have a filter on my microphone to try and catch when my voice gets really high-pitched. And it's as high as it can be, and it still doesn't catch it. It still doesn't catch it. I just go suddenly weirdly silent. It's like I need a subtitle. I need a subtitle for when my voice, like, transcends microphone audio wave level. I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
It's a secret. Yes, she's upset because you're a fucking dumbass. You're a dumbass. You should be impressed. But still, what was that all about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
I just wanted to mess with you.
Oh, that Chiaki's such a queen. What a queen! Yes, girl. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish?
Because you're a dummy! Because you're a dummy!
Because she's like done a smart and she's helping your investigation. And you're just like licking windows and sucking on your toes. Fuck me. I guess I'm done investigating the hospital? Not even almost! Not even almost! Hajime, what? I should move on to a different place. Okay, so we're just gonna overlook this whole room? Not to the extent of chapter 4? Oh wow, it's gonna get worse, DL? Fucking hell.
Bing bong, bing bong!
Please don't tell me time is up. I'm not done yet.
Yatta! Monokuma! Woo!
Oh, come on. I'm not ready yet. We have way too much investigating that still needs to be done. No, 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 no. We're not ready. We're not ready. Oh, man. Oh, the stumble is hard. I wish I could play as another character. I wish Space Pirate. Oh, god damn it. God damn. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I haven't even had a chance to properly say goodbye to Ibuki yet. This is all too sad. The Monokuma hate grind continues. Forever, forever. He's just, I mean, he's the best, but he's also the worst, right? He's the best, but he's the worst. It's time. So, this again. This again. I need to go to that place. Again. But now's not the time to be a coward. Okay, so being a coward's not okay, but being a dumbass is completely legit. 100% DL. He's a lovable bastard, but a bastard all the same. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. And this time, Chiaki is going to be the only person with actual useful, valuable information, I guess, because our boy is brain dead.
How are you doing? Look!
Oh, I'm so glad Piggy is still happy. Piggy is still okay. She's rolling. She's rolling. Right, back to the third island. No, not to the third island. Away from the third island to Jabberwock Park. Oh, man, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Vocaloid brain rot. Misa, I have Limp Bizkit brain rot. I hear Roland and I just can't help but hear like Fred Durst on repeat in my mind. Man, I'd say he lives there rent free, but that fucker, if I could evict him, oh, he would have already been gone so fast. It's frustrating because I really want to do some gacha. But I know what'll happen if I try. The fun police will come out and say, no, we have to go to Monokuma Rock. So here we are. Ba 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 ba. Everyone who heard the announcement gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough, it's the main event himself! Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? No. No, I don't want to go to the class trial. I want Ibuki back! And I want Ibuki back right now, or I swear to God, I'm gonna tear your head off and shove it so far up your fucking ass. No, I can't do that because then I will, like, probably get, like, bazookaed in the face and die. But if I could, I would. Oh, Minomi thinks she's coming to, like, my rescue? Minomi, please. Stop. But this tune is a banger. Hey, jerk! Hold it right there! What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Does it? Does it, Bleaties? Because I'm proud. Oof. If I had multiple X buttons, I'd be pressing them all. Hammering on one just doesn't seem enough. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I agree. What did you do with him? We haven't seen him in ages. Give me back my strong man. I see. You've come to avenge him. Short a few brain cells, Hajime and Monomi something in common. Do you know what? Wouldn't that be the best fucking twist if Hajime and Monomi were actually like the same person? Wouldn't that be the best twist ever? It's like Fight Club, except instead of, you know, having a second personality like that's like a cool dude who kicks ass and takes names and looks as good as Brad Pitt. Instead, it's this fucking split-colored bunny, right? What a wild ride that would be. He's actually the only one that can see her. Right? Oh man, Fight Club's a fucking excellent film. Excellent film, Seb. Phenomenal taste. Avenge, that sounds like he died. Sounds like you say, oops. He is not dead. I don't believe for a second. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately available for today, let's just say he's absent. But why is he unavailable? What have you done? What have you done to Nekomaru? Oh no, and now he's getting horny. Stop thinking about weird shit and, like, touching yourself. That's creepy. I gotta go first. Ew. You fucking creepy sadist piece of shit. Hold on, I won't let you escape. Well, there goes Dumb and Dumber. To be honest, I'm kind of glad that they're both gone, because they never have anything positive to contribute. Hey, did you hear what he said? Huh? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off. I agree with Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko is a certified good egg, so we know for sure that we can trust what he says. Of course he's not dead. There's no way in a million years. More importantly, It's best if we worry about ourselves for now. Why do I believe that you are involved in those murders? Why do I think that you fucking sussy piece of shit, why do I think that you are the one with the bag on your head? I really think Nagito is the one with a bag on his head. I think he got over his illness before people said he is. Like, this dude, right? This guy right here. If something happens here, every one of us, except Nekomaru, will die. Why are you so excited about that? Agreed. What the fuck? Oh, man. Noticing that we can't see his other hand again. Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. Poetic justice? This guy? He wouldn't know a good poem if it slapped him in the face. He's never even played Dookie Dookie Literature Club. He has no idea. Iris syndrome. I will have to look that up. Thank you for the suggestion, Sam. All suggestions for games are always appreciated. I love finding hidden gems, you know, things that aren't in the popular mainstream or well talked about. It's always good to find those things that people haven't really heard of before. This guy, Nagito is absolutely involved in this murder. That's why he's so hype. He sat there like tickling his own balls in anticipation. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. Yeah, Chucky, let's fucking go. Oh my god, DL, too real. Too real, that's exactly what he's saying. He's always got to be the lowly stepping stone. I don't know how someone who talks down about himself still sounds like the most, like, self-indulgent fuckhead known to man. And he really does. He's insufferable. Nagito is insufferable. I'm a proud member of man, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Okay, folks. I feel like talking to people is not going to achieve much of anything here. We should just crack on. And get this out of the way. We've done all the investigating we can do. Even though it really feels like we haven't had enough time. I feel like there's so much I wanted to still see. Oh, for sure, DL. So, I stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. And they do keep getting smaller and smaller. It can't be helped because there's less and less of us. And now my fave is gone. Is it even worth continuing anymore without Ibuki's om-nom-nommings every morning? Well, we must fight on. I must avenge Ibuki. As for Hyoko, fuck that. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. That's a weird thing to say. That seems very self-explanatory. Well, up and onward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, I keep thinking we're gonna blast off. Into space when it vibrates like that. I'm fully waiting for it just go woo, wah, into orbit with us on it. It's like the ultimate class trial. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. Until finally, it descended as far as it could go. And it stopped. Bing bong! There's something weirdly, like, charming about the bell ringing at the end. It sounds, like, way too nice and... Like you're going somewhere nice, you know? Like, ding, you're there, and then you get off the lift and you're like, oh shit, it's this place again. Honestly, Seb, at this point, same. I really don't want Mikan to die. She's showing a little, like, hints of being a bit yandere, which I find a bit unsettling. But she's so useful, and she's obviously had, like, a horrible upbringing or something, like a terrible life. Whatever her reality is, I just want to take her and reassure her and promise her that life doesn't have to be that cruel anymore. We're gonna look after you. We'll look after you. We'll make sure that you live the best life. You'll have your own clinic and see your own patients. And everyone will love you. Everyone will love you. Mikan will be like the world's most beloved medical practitioner. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. And here we are again, and it's changed again! It's changed again! Now we're in a fucking dungeon of some sort. It looks like we're in a castle. What is this? The set is different every time. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. It's true, and that's really sad. Where is Nekomaru? What is he being used for? I really feel like he's being manipulated in some way by Monokuma. There's no other reason Monokuma would keep him out. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him. I agree. In fact, if he's alive and he's not here, isn't that technically a breach of the rules? Since the rules state that all people on the island should be participating? Why bother? What? Okay, but no, for real, what? What do you mean, why bother? Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. I mean, yeah, for real, Seb. Bro's like, rules only matter when I want them to. And yeah, absolutely, DL. Monokuma is a bitch. 100%. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki, no! Why did I have to be reminded? No! No! You'll pay! Whoever did this will pay! I will make them pay! I hate you. You are too mean. You killed off my fave. Unacceptable! Unacceptable! She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Because she was a ray of sunshine that just wanted to make everybody happy. Not so much this one though. Hyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. Oh no! Oh no, I think they're talking about me, because I have a really adorable face. But I also have a very foul mouth. It's because I'm part pirate, you see. You know? Pirates, we can't help it. We can't help being foul-mouthed. It's basically in our blood. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with my hero's death. The person who killed these two is among us. Do 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 do. They are among us, but who is it? I definitely can't believe it. Oh, so many more people have turned red. So many more people have turned red. This is too sad. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. Absolutely. Well, the imposter is sus. But who is it? Who is it? That's why I must find out, no matter the cost, for our sake. For our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the third-class trial is about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. It's time! But it still feels way too soon. It feels way too soon for this. I don't feel like I've had nearly enough time to do as much investigating and poking and questioning as I wanted to. Do I have any skills to even set? Oh yeah, I did buy some. Oh, I keep forgetting to buy skills. Fuck. I was meant to buy some from Anomi. Ah, nuts. Did I only buy one skill? No way! I'm on case 3 and I bought only one and I had 46 possible skill points? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh no. Oh shit. I'm guessing, yeah, there's no way. There's no way to go to the shop. Ah! No, I did it dumb. I did it dumb. As much as the temptation is to change the difficulty to baby's first video game, I'm gonna stick it out. I have to. Let me just check the e-handbook a sec. Let me check. Okay. Woohoo! Piggy is still happy! Save file 5 extra depressed because it won't be used. Ever. Yeah. Never gonna happen. I'm only ever using the one same save file. Right, for good luck, we're gonna give Piggy a snack. Look at her happy face! Oh my god! Worth it. Worth it for the extra hope meter. Okay. Can I? Is it too late? Is it too late to buy skills? What do I have? Things that are expensive are probably the best, right? That's probably good. Okay, excellent blade. Cannot be combined with fine sword. Ambidextrous? Okay. Vocabulary. Nah, don't care about that. Melodious voice. Oh! Yes, that's good. Anything that does more damage to them is better. Recovers over time. That's real good. Okay. We're doing not so bad for points and stuff, right? Increased turning power. Increased jumping power. I don't think that we really care about stuff in the logic drive. That seems a bit unnecessary. Oh yeah, trigger happy. That's probably useful later on. Cool and composed. Nah. Reduces aiming speed? And increases aiming speed. Why do these things matter? Charisma. Nah. Extraordinary focus. Increases focus gauge. That might be useful. Influence gauge. Influence gauge is useful. Okay. Okay! We've got a bunch of abilities. Let's set some of them. It seems a waste to have them and not use them, right? Man, how many points could I have got that I missed out on, like, for social link stuff, considering I could have 46 skill points? Right, here we go. Trial time! Trial time! Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! I just realized, trial is actually beginning. Twice, I guess. Oh, I'm so sorry, puppy. You did. You missed the reactions to the deaths. I can tell you this much, though. I was absolutely mortified. Mortified. So we don't get twice the investigation, which is what I was hoping. No. Instead, we just get twice the sad, because as much as I don't miss Hiyoko, I definitely miss Ibuki, and I'm going to miss Ibuki forever and ever and ever and ever. I'm eternally crying into my Cheerios now. I'm eternally crying into my Cheerios. Why are we having a simple explanation? We've already done this? Do I have this explanation every single time? Yes, I know. If I fuck it up, we all die, thanks. Are you for real? Is this guy for real? Oh. He's right, even if we grasp it, we're just gonna confuse us. I don't understand why people are confused. This is exactly the same as it's always been. Rude! That is so rude. Somebody slap him up back of his head right now. Her head is not empty. It's full of thoughts of steak. Head empty? What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know. That is the most wholesome shit. She's literally Goku with boobs. I love it. Hajime just stunned into silence by this absolute circus that's going on. Anyway, we should proceed with the trial if those two can't participate. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events? Yeah, let's get him to show us what happened. So, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and the motel team because of the despair disease. Opposite day disease! It was a bad time. It was a bad time. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Hiko, and me. The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundham, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hiyoko. Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages. I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. Which raises a bunch of questions, doesn't it? I mean, first of all, Mikan came by to wake him up but actually fell asleep on his face. And also that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms, but when we went to see him, he was still acting all, like, funky and wacky. So maybe, you know, maybe that wasn't quite as simple as it seems. Maybe he was already recovered and he was just playing it up. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery... I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night while I waited in the hospital lobby. Yeah, that antenna is picking up, it's picking up bad vibes! It's picking up bad vibes. If you tweak his nipples, you can tune him into different radio stations. If you're real lucky, you might get onto Despair FM. We'll find out who Monokuma is right away. Wouldn't that be awesome? Instant solution. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head climbing the stepladder. Indeed, and I don't think, Bleaties, I don't think it's Ibuki. I don't think that's Ibuki. Because the hair is wrong. If it was Ibuki, they'd have long hair. And we know that there are 2 bags because it was buy one, get one free. Monokuma told us that already. So it's like it's easy for 2 people to have covered their face with a silly hemp bag. Amazing. That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded. The music venue. But we don't know that it was recorded at the music venue. That is an assumption that we've come to because it was set up to look like that. I don't think it was recorded at the music venue. I don't think it was recorded at the music venue at all. I think it was recorded in the conference room. You know? Nagito living his best queer existence. But it was too late. It was. Because she'd probably been dead for much longer than had actually been the case, right? Because there's no way in that, like, what, 5 to 10 minute period that we saw her climb the ladder and pick the rope up, that she would have suffocated. She definitely could have been resuscitated. So if she was dead, and according to Mikan, that was the case, she would have been hanging there for a lot longer. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel. Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were able-bodied people there. At least that's what I thought, but the only person who came with me was Chiaki. Which is just as well, because Chiaki's the only person with a functional brain at this point. Thank God for Chiaki! Thank God for Chiaki, Bleaties! She's doing all of the heavy lifting. But I remember feeling a little bit relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko. We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight. After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. Wait, what do you do? What indeed? and then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. That's my pronunciation of Chiaki. Chiaki. Very similar. Very similar. It's okay. I don't think it was you that we woke up with, like, on our face. Or is there something you're not telling me, DJ? Was it you? Did you fall asleep on our face? You could have at least asked first. At least buy me a drink.
and I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Thank you. In that case, I would like an eggnog latte, please. Yatta! Thank you. Eggnog latte is so awesome. It's so awesome. I don't know why Starbucks is the only place that sells them. Oh, nutmeg. That sounds yummy. Like, yeah, our cafes here in the UK have such a limited range of seasonal drinks. Starbucks is the only one with like I would say an extensive range. But even then, still limited, definitely compared to the US. For various ways. Don't say it like that and confuse people. Oh, look at Fuyuhiko's little blushing cheeks. He's really embarrassed thinking about that. He's quite the innocent lad, isn't he, sometimes? What a cutie. After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue. But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke it down. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Yoko's. And not just that, her body was taped to a pillar. Which I'm still kind of baffled about. That would have taken two people. It's so difficult to do that. That's when we heard the body discovery announcement not once, but twice in a row. And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we? Look at fucking Monokuma in the background here, like fist pumping, like the air, like fuck yeah, double murder! Woo! It's like that kid that got like 2 prizes from a UFO catcher. Double prizes! So this time the prize is cadavers. When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki. So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily. I wish you didn't. I wish it was you hanging from that fucking rope instead, you creepy fucking masochist. Can I do a swap? Can I swap Nagito for Ibuki, please? Is that allowed? I want to trade. I don't want this one. I want the other one. You can keep this one. I want to swap him for the one that I actually liked. Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, Wait. How do I know anything Hajime just said is true? What a thundering cunt. We're playing this game, are we? We're immediately placing suspicion on me. Alright. Okay. I can play this game. I can take your Uno Reverso and handle whatever it is you have to give me. Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now, and the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now. Right? Lie? Why would I lie?
I mean, obviously we wouldn't lie because we're good eggs. Good eggs don't lie, do they, Bleaties? Good eggs don't lie. But this fucking dude, wow. He says he's just being impartial, but he really just wants to stir shit. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready for you, Nagito. I've had a lifetime of practice at dealing with shit stirrers. And I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. And I am looking forward to the inevitable moment when even if you survive and you get to the end of this fucking game, Hajime is gonna personally string you up by your fucking ankles and dunk you head first in that volcano that we threw Teru in at the very beginning. Just you wait. Just you wait. Obviously, so you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you. Do you doubt me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer. Yeah. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito is the kind of guy who wants to confuse us and make matters worse. Has Hajime been playing the same game that the rest of us have, Bleaties? How is he only just figuring this out now? What? I see those wrinkles in your brain are going to extreme waste, Hajime. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. It's true. It's true. Even I've been quicker than him. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're bulleting. It's bullet time! Bullet time! Fuck off. Is that really it? And the fact Tabuki hung herself. That would also be a lie. I don't think I can deny the possibility. Hajime is the only witness. Except that's not true. The only witness is me. Did Hajime kill both of them? No. Imitate the movie. I couldn't have imitated the movie because I hadn't seen it yet. I hadn't seen it yet. Okay, so there's our contradiction. There's our contradiction. We haven't actually seen the movie yet. Okay, okay. So we know that our trigger point is right at the end. No, I wasn't the only witness, but we do know because it's got a stamp with the date on, so I can prove. Bam, got it. Yeah! 1 for 1! 1 for 1 so far, Bleaties. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that. Huh? Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received 1 ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the time and date. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Wow, he just wanted to stitch us up and make us panic, for real, for real. Yeah, there is no mistakes there. Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated. I mean, we knew that. We knew that though, didn't we, Bleaties? We'd never seen the film, so how could we possibly imitate those murders? Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course, no one did, right? Hold on a sec, you're the one who brought this up in the first place. I mean, yeah, he brought it up just to fuck with us. Nagito, what are you doing? What is Nagito's plan here? He obviously has a play. Now, I still really think he's setting us up right now so that there'll be a point in which he can turn this around on us and say, oh, but you said this and but you said that, like he did the first time, right? And that's one of the reasons I'm sure he's involved in this trial. Because he's never more keen to get involved than when he himself has actually been involved. So he's definitely involved in this. Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up. A good warm-up? That's very rude. I don't need a warm-up. I was born ready. Look, I can prove it. Objection! Look at that. Perfect. Flawless. I was born ready. You think Nagito is testing our resolve? I mean, maybe. I kind of think that he just likes to be a dick. A warm-up? This isn't a game, you know. But it is a game. This is literally a game. I'm still kind of, I know it's been a while since we talked about this, but I am still kind of on my tin hatting about this all being like a simulation. I still kind of feel like there's a possibility there. We haven't talked about it for a while because we've been absorbed in like the cases and the trials and stuff, but this does seem, yeah. This seems about in line with what I'd expect, in which case, it is a game. In every sense. It's a game and it's a game meta. Don't get mad. Just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game. Yes it is. Fuck up. What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments. So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right? Yeah, I'm positive. But we don't know! We don't know that it was Ibuki under that bag hat. Like, we're making too many assumptions and jumping to too many conclusions already. Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide. If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko? A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh? Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that. Again, I don't think that's true. I think she might have been killed before that 10-minute window, right? That's why the throat was covered up, to stop blood pissing everywhere. Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue? It couldn't have been for more than 10 minutes. So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible. I agree! There's no way, Bleaties. Not unless, like, that person was capable of, like, Shadow no Jutsuing and spawning themselves a bunch of clones or something. Like, it's not possible. That's why the killer stalled for time by making the venue a closed room. Huh? What do you mean, a closed room? The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away. However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside. But were they? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. And they could have been hiding behind the curtain or in the storage cupboard or behind the bar or anything. To think they were? If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for the time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi. Me too? Well, he did just say you two are the only two that we don't have an alibi for. And yeah, we don't. We don't know what they were doing. But I mean, considering Kazu is like her white knight and stuff, I think maybe it's possible. It is possible that he was like with her like on some kind of date or something. What the hell? Why is it gotta be us? The others all have alibis. Ch3, Mikan, Hajime and I, we broke down the venue door together. Gundham met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, but I don't know, I'm not sure how this... I don't think knowing this piece of information is going to make a huge difference to the case overall. Again, I kind of think that this is a bit of a time-wasting exercise, but we definitely, just for the sake of clarity, would like to know where they were. So hopefully they're going to tell us now. No, I'd say Nekomaru does have a pretty good alibi, being that he's been, like, squirreled away somewhere, right? By Monokuma. There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too! Hey, why are you talking like, You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? But please, stop making bad jokes. Anyway, if the killer was hiding in the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis. What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill? I mean, he's a professional thug, so I guess maybe? Perhaps. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so too, but is that really it? No! No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Make our argument. I mean... What proves that... Let's see what the dialogue choices are first. Oh, fuck. Too slow. The inside stop us getting in. Is it to stall for time? There was a drumstick. It didn't have a lock, but there was a drumstick. We know that for sure. What does that even mean? I mean... When they suddenly appear, but then we wouldn't notice. We would have noticed, please. You've seen this in crime dramas. Thank you for that valuable input. Thank you for that valuable input. That person's remark contradicts the truth. Somebody said something that contradicted the truth? Locking the door from the inside, which is true. Oh man. I have very unsteady aim. Seems they were trying to stall for time. No, I don't think they were trying to stall for time. The door should have had a lock. Look. It was a broken drumstick. I do know the killer was hiding. So okay. That person's remark contradicts the truth? I mean, what I read made sense to me. Can I see my truth bullets a sec? So it was buried inside a piano. Scrap of paper was stuck to the lighting. Stepladder. Let me see the details for the stepladder. Stepladder was found in the music venue stage, tipped on its side. Yeah, okay, that's not important. Surveillance camera unit. It's been smashed into pieces and no longer works. Can we still see... Huh. Was the door not... That's weird. Okay, I thought that... I didn't mean to do that, my bad. Locking the door from inside. Stepladder, steering ball, surveillance monitor. Maybe the semi-transparent glob. Because that means... Shit, fuck. My bad. Oh no! Oh no! Whoops! Whoops, 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 whoops. Like, the glob is kind of the issue here, because that proves they were trying to lock the door. But I don't know if it was trying to stall for time. They transformed the crime scene into a closed room to buy more time. If that's wrong, present your proof. I mean, I thought that was my proof. I thought that was my proof. Oh no. I think I'm doing a dumb. I think I'm doing a dumb. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Why? Why am I being brain dead? Why am I being brain dead? Oh wait, isn't there... How do I... I've forgotten how to do that. There's a way I can take someone else's comment, isn't there? Oh, it's been a while. Hold on, can I check the controls? Concentrate. Fast forward, silencer. How have I forgotten? There's a way to suck up someone else's argument. There's a way to suck up someone else's argument. I wonder if perhaps I'm supposed to be sucking up. There's just one thing I want to know. And that's like... Hold on. Did we mention the drumstick already? Did we mention the drumstick already? Because I feel like, how does she know? How does she know about that? I'm suddenly a bit weirdly suspicious about something. Like, How do they know? Did we really... Did we really not? Did we really not? Is this... Okay, Bleaties, help me iron out my single wrinkle. Help me iron out my single wrinkle. Did we clarify that the door was held shut with a drumstick? And if we didn't, doesn't that mean that Akane knowing about the broken drumstick is like kind of like fucked? You know? Like why has that happened? Right? That can't... That's... Okay, that's weird. Either way, I'm so sure I'm right. I'm just... Wait, maybe that's the problem. Hold on. No, it was too slow. Okay, I've realized what it is. Okay. The problem is, I'm still assuming that the glue was applied from the inside. The glue might not have been applied from the inside. The glue could have been applied from the outside. But also, I do still think that if we haven't mentioned the broken drumstick before, how does Akane know about that? How does Akane know about that? Yeah. Alright. Let's speed this up already. Yes, I figured it out. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Ugh. Okay. EP can be extremely dense sometimes. And that wasn't altogether entirely what I expected. Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside. From the outside, but how? There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used. Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe. It wasn't rubber at all. That glob was probably glue. That's what we said, wasn't it, Bleaties, at the time? That's what we said. It's glue that holds the door shut. It has to be. It's gotta be glue. If it's not glue, then what the fuck? That semi-transparent glob must have been glue. Glue? Yeah, I think so too. I think Ch3 has already got this case solved, Bleaties. I think Ch3's already got this down. She's already figured it all out because unlike us, she's actually a genius. She's not just the ultimate gamer girl, but she's like the ultimate winner. She's the ultimate winner. There's just W's everywhere. She just can't stop winning. It had a firm gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. I still can't believe that this girl literally peeled shit off the door and put it in her mouth. Why would you do that? Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue. I didn't know glue was edible. Otherwise, she would have eaten buckets of it by now, Bleaties, let me tell you. I believe it is not something one typically eats. I don't know about that. I've heard that kids eat glue all the time. That glue was only applied to the area where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside. I mean... that's kind of bollocks and not necessarily the truth.
Okay. That's not a it must have been sealed from the outside. I mean, that's more of it could have been. Hello, nice to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. But yeah, I don't feel that just because there's glue on the inside of the door that necessarily means that it was applied from the outside. That's kind of a that's kind of bullshit. And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. I guess it... Okay, if Queen Chiaki says it fits perfectly, then it fits perfectly. I'm wrong, it's not bullshit at all. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break the door down easily, you know? Yes, I think so too. I think so too. I think Mikan being very, very wise. That doesn't really matter. The killer only did it to make us think the door was locked from the inside. I agree! I agree! Oh no, Tama! Tama needs a bath! We do not let Tomomi sit in her poop. There we go. Tama is clean. Okay. Man, being a Tamagotchi mom is hard work. What'd you say? First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Like, unnaturally so? She's got you there. She's got you there. It's a bit too obvious, too on the nose. It was so obvious. It makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion. Yeah, again, more misdirection. She's right. Oh, I'm so glad that we've got Chiaki here. Chiaki here to help us. Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap. Oh, don't be upset, Fuyuhiko. Don't be upset, Fuyuhiko. I think that it's a trap that most people would have fallen for. And even I still believe that it still served some degree of a purpose, holding the door closed. You know, I don't think it was entirely without use. Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time. Yeah, no stomach slicing. Absolutely not. Please, we've already seen so much violence and so much sadness. Can we not have more self-inflicted violence? In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better just to have no sides at all. That's advice for anybody who's into mathematics right there. Just don't have sides. Just don't have sides. Trigonometry, algebra, nah. Just don't have any sides. Triangles, don't like them. Circles, don't like them. Squares, who needs them? So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space. I guess so. And they also trapped her. No, pardon me. And they taped her up after killing her, right? Even quick work has limits. So we're still kind of on track here with what I said, BTs. We're still kind of on track here that this has all been made to look like it happened in the music venue, but it actually didn't. And that was just kind of the final setup. Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me. If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that. Agreed! Finally! Finally Nagito says something that I'm on board with. These murders happened before all of this occurred. Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right? And when you went back with everybody else, Hyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible the body was just revealed at that time, when Hyoko was actually killed earlier. Yes! Yes, I agree! Oh, I'm so glad that he's saying things that, like, ring true. He's saying things that ring true. I agree, that's the case. Just revealed? Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof. Ah, it's the piece of wallpaper! It's the wallpaper, Bleaties! That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue? That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway? It's wallpaper! It's wallpaper, we know this one. We know this one, don't we? We already figured this out. We found it, we got it. From the storeroom. But what would a piece of wallpaper from the storeroom be doing on the baton lighting, huh? Huh? What indeed? What indeed? That scrap was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. I should be able to, but oh god, are we gonna? Okay, Hangman's Gambit. So W-A-L-L-P-A-P-E-R. Okay, okay. We can do this. I just need to remember how to make these collide together. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Let's solve the puzzle. We're getting faster. We're getting faster. Wall. Is there a P somewhere? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie! Yeah! Okay. Okay, we're getting it, we're getting it. Wallpaper. Oh, whoops. Shit. I just got so distracted. I got so confused. Ah, I need an E, I need an E, I need an E. And an R. Oh, good, okay. I have to concentrate so hard for that. I have to concentrate so hard. That scrap. Isn't it a part of the wallpaper in the storage room? Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Oh my god, Hajime, I'm so glad. He finally got it. He figured it out. Hajime did a smart. In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so, you're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see, it fits perfectly. Ah, we did it! We did it! That's another mystery solved. We're a step closer. We're a step closer to solving the murder. I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper. And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing? Does it? Does it though? A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. What he means, that's Nagito E's for I'm not going to do anything helpful. Okay, well let's continue not doing anything helpful with Nagito and ignore him. But if you guys are exceptional enough to find and identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily. That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden disappearance or reappearance of Hyoko's body? I mean, it kind of suggests to me that maybe she was hidden in there. If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, Bleaties, time for some deduction. Time for some deduction. Logic dive. Oh, this is the best one! This is the best one! If I can remember the things. Okay, so jump is space. Oh, or I can... Whoops. How do I go faster? Oh, I can WASD. Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. Woo! I think these are to be avoided. I don't think I win any prizes for running into obstacles. More's the pity! Woo! Okay. Man, we're so good at this! All of those hours spent playing the SS Tricky demo paid off. Was it hidden or was it brought there? Probably hidden. Because her room was all nice and tidy, right? With her room being all nice and tidy, that rather suggests there was no tussle and she'd gone wherever she went willingly. So what next? What's our next question? Question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body? Well, the wallpaper. It had to be the wallpaper. Oh, 2 for 2 so far, Bleaties. We're doing it. We're gaming. We're gaming. Okay. Hard, full effort concentration in progress. Mega concentration because lots of ramps and speed bumps and stuff. How did the killer hide her body? Shit, no, I meant to go to the other one. No! They formed a wall. They covered the pillar with it. God damn it. Oh, okay, good. This time I wasn't stupid. That's right, the paper was always there. We did it! Oh, we did it. We've got the solution. I've got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it. But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body. But what if the body was already taped up? Yeah, see? The body was already taped up this whole time. It was just that there was wallpaper around it, so we didn't notice. She was there all along. No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it along with the pillar using the wallpaper. What? They hid the pillar? Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. Exactly, so that's why we didn't notice. That's why we didn't notice when we came in. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time. Again, this is still insanely high effort. If you think how hard work it would have been to create that perfect, like, cylindrical shape with the wallpaper, what the fuck? Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away. So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper. That's right. The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang wallpaper totally fits. Then the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers to make it look like that pillar. It's because that's how they actually held it all together and hid the body. We're geniuses, Bleeties. We've done it. We solved the first mystery. We've solved the first mystery of where Hyoko was hidden. And that's how they hid Hyoko's body and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue. But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. Yeah, and they left it behind. They left it behind as a clue for us. Because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting. Ah, the killer must have been in a hurry. If that plan took too long, Hajime would have walked in on them. That's right. But by going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky. Yeah, it was bold and it was risky, but it fucking paid off, didn't it? Didn't it? We completely missed it when we first walked in because we were so completely distracted. You know? It completely blindsided us. But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime is gone. Exactly, all they have to do is just pull the paper down. They just have to peel off the wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, thinking about how wallpaper works, looking at my own walls in here, I mean, were it attached to a wall, that would be an entirely different situation, but that's not the case, so... Then, when was Yoko actually killed? Good point. And on that note... Oh god, what's he got waiting for us? What's he got waiting for us? It's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders. It is about time we shed some light on those imitation murders. I have to very quickly tend to Tama's needs. Tama, I won't let you suffer. I have to play this silly guessing game with Tama. Is it higher or is it lower? Oh god, it's got to be higher because the number is 1 and there isn't anything lower. Oh no, I got it wrong. Silly probability game. But he won overall, so that makes him happy. Okay, Tama's needs are met. I have officially been a good EP mama. You mentioned imitation murder more than once, but what is that? Yeah, apparently Monomi doesn't know. I'm not actually convinced that Monomi doesn't know. I don't think that Monomi is as clueless and out of the loop as she is made out to be. Right? Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece, The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D? Well, I guess she hasn't. And what a shame, because let me tell you, Bleeties, let me tell you. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D? It deserves an Oscar. It deserves an Oscar. It deserves an Emmy. It deserves a Grammy. It deserves every award going. Give it a Sundance Award. It's a piece of art. It's art! Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission. I mean, she's not gonna sue him, is she? She's not gonna sue him. You're pretty noisy for someone who eats moss balls. Does she eat moss balls? My rabbits have never eaten moss balls. My bunny sons have never eaten moss balls. I would never. And if they don't eat moss balls, I don't think she does either. I think that sounds like a lie. See? She just likes looking at them. She just likes looking at them, Bleeties. We've been assured. We've been assured she doesn't eat moss. She just looks at it very intently. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death. No, it doesn't, Bleaties. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna say this right now, it doesn't match it. The only thing that's the same is that they end up strapped to something or stuck to something tall, right? Because the lion died in a hail of arrows. The lion died in a hail of arrows. But Hyoko had her throat slit. That's not the same thing at all. It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie. Although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted. And it was only omitted because Monokuma said, you can't have too much fun, otherwise the game will be over too quickly. He had to put a hard cap on the number of people you can cap. It's a cap. But why'd the killer go to all this trouble in the first place? Well, to not get caught, obviously. Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out. The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that. The reason that they imitated the two victims, I mean, presumably to hide the killing order. I would guess. I hope that's correct. The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order. Then Hyoko was killed before Ibuki. A valid line of reasoning. Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well. I agree. What do you mean? What do we mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body. I guess we're gonna be talking about the, what's it called? The autopsy. I'm not even crying. She's not crying. She's not crying. You're crying. You're crying! Oh no, I'm crying! No! I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind. What a jerk. I don't think he's being a jerk, but I mean, he is kind of being pushy. He wants an explanation, but he's not just saying that in plain terms. Because it's Gundham! And nothing is straightforward with Gundham. It has to be as long-winded and theatrical as possible. Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right? Man, she's... Oh. Chaki's the goat. Chaki's the goat. An even bigger jerk? Impossible! Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor. What's wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with that is that we have blood-stained shoes. We have blood-stained shoes, and it's only the underside. There must have been blood on the floor. It seems Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed. That would mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki. That's right, and I'm starting to think, you know, that perhaps I'm right about this. Perhaps Ibuki really was responsible for killing Hyoko, and the mastermind told Ibuki to kill herself, or they got to work on killing her and then pretended to be her and strung her body up, right? How light. Your words are so light as the silk's feather.
I think that means crystal clear.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Was that what he was trying to do? I didn't feel that we were trying to be perplexed.
Man, he's being annoying again. First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Well, because we have evidence! Because we have evidence! Obviously!
Because she was only doing something that's possible if her feet were on the floor. It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
The hammies are out! Well, shit's just got real now because the 4 Devas of Destruction have been sent out to assist.
You're one to talk.
Fair.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just going to talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed.
We have the shoes! We have the shoes! And there's no way it's not gonna be that. It has to be that. We have our bullet. Okay, so when Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor. And I have evidence. I have evidence. I can prove it. Did we see her walking? No. But we didn't need to because there was blood. It's a sign that she stepped in something. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. I agree. I agree. I figured it out. Okay. We're doing good. We're cooking today. We had a bit of a slow start and we tripped at first, but now we're getting into the swing of it. Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers. That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries? That's right, Bleety. She didn't suffer any external injuries. According to her autopsy, there were no other injuries. Her death was consistent with a crushed windpipe as a result of hanging. Then, it's Hyoko's blood? Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck, and she died almost instantly, right? If Ibuki stepped on her blood, it means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed. And I think, Bleeties, I think not only was she alive, I think she was the one doing the killing. But not because she wanted to. No, I think Ibuki was forced to be the bad one because of her illness. Ah, we have a counterpoint. He's not happy with this evidence. Is that it? A shepherd dresses in his Sunday finest, still reeking of lamb, Hajime Hinata. I think that is basically like, that's a thinly veiled disguise. I think that's what he's trying to say. Question mark. Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. He's gonna add that to his own list of one-liners. What a dude. Oh, Gundham. I still think Gundham's a good egg. I'm kind of quietly hoping he makes it through to the end.
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Well, bring it on! Bring it on! Bring you and your 4 Devas of Destruction on! I'm ready to fight you all! With my blood-covered slippers.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound? It seems you've realized our difference in status.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
It's not my job to entertain you.
But, I guess I'll gladly kick your butt in debating for free. Let's go. Rebuttal showdown. Now I have to, hope I get this right. Let's see what the arguments are first. You're saying the blood... I didn't mean to do that. I have to get rid of the... Oh yeah, I had to use... There was no blood on the floor because she was hung. Did I see the nightmare? No. Right, now I have to keep hammering the button, but I guess I hammered the wrong one. Ah! This is still stressful. Doing these is still stressful. The sword bit, I really haven't got used to. Just a little bit more and I can draw something out. Well, we're gonna try. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Impossible. It's not impossible. Well, yeah, but there was blood, but it was... God damn it. But she was hung. I need to see what my different options are. Shit. Yo, can we not? Despite its exaggerated protests, I feel like I've already seen an opening to counter. Is it a trap? No, it's I'm using the wrong... I'm using the wrong sword. Why was there no blood? I need to see this. Stepladder. Yes, I know I need to respond, but I need to read! I need to see what the argument is to know what to counter! I'm saying the blood belongs to Kyoko. Why is it impossible? Trying to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. That's not true, there was blood on the stepladder. Okay. As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that the blood belongs to Hyoko, that's true. Hyoko was taped up to the pillar. The pillar still had blood on it. Not through the pillar. 2 years. 60% of your power? If I draw out the story, there won't be any place for me to counter. That word from earlier was the opening. I have to push back on the topic. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. What? What does this mean? I've never had this happen before, Bleaties. I feel really dumb. If I draw out the story, there won't be any place for me to counter. That word from earlier was the opening for his rebuttal. In order to bring back the topic, I have to be pushed back on purpose. Okay, so I just have to leave it? That sucks. That sucks. I have to wait for him to... So, I have to go back to that previous one? Okay. Wow, well this is a novelty. I'm sure that was right. Oh, I'm so sure that was right. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? This one is real high effort. This one is real high effort. There's definitely something. I'm missing something obvious. I'm missing something obvious. We were doing well. We were getting into our stride and now I fucked it. Yeah, I don't think it does. Oh, hold on. Oh, yes, fuck. That's what I should have been using. The smudge on the floor. There was blood. He literally said there wasn't any blood, and there was. We know there is. Oh, fucked that up, didn't I? Fucked it. Okay, I'm gonna get it right this time. I'm gonna get it right this time. Why am I so bad at this? Why am I so bad at this? Oh, thank God this is over. This is the worst of the minigames. Hands down. Hands down. Oh God, I hate this one. I hate this one. That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because it was wiped away afterwards. Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all. Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away. When the killer tried to hide Kyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize. The reason they wiped the blood off the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Kyoko's body, it would be bad if her blood was left out in the open. That's right, Bleaties. That's right, it would give everything away. Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and if it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all, Kyoko's body probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Indeed. We didn't want the blood pooling up on the floor or we'd have noticed it. This is a horrible case. This is horrible. This is too horrible. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So, I don't think they had to go that far. I mean, yeah, but it was bleeding for a while, right? And it would have been like gushing. Gushing! Considering that it was from her throat. Aside from Mikan, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either. Indeed. Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy. I mean, we already know that that was a possibility. We talked about that at the time. Because she literally said that she couldn't give an exact time of death because of things being too hot or too cold. That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater! If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file, just to keep concrete evidence from us, yeah, since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Watch now as somebody fucking objects. And it's decided. Kyoko was killed before Ibuki. That's it. She was killed before Ibuki. We know. It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. I mean, Gundham, I appreciate that you just wanted to get to the truth, but my dude, that was no good. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions. Can't you just shut up and back off? Now then, let us resume our debate. Right. It is time for even more debating. Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first. Eh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too? Yes, it did. And every time this happens, nothing good comes of it. This is always bad news. Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do? Huh? Suicide? Well, we've already talked about this several times. Why is Hajime always surprised when the possibility of suicide comes up?
It's the same as always. You have to vote for who you think the killer is. Think about it. Suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all. Yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch you can always punish Monomi. No, Monomi, please leave Monomi alone. I don't trust her, but she doesn't deserve the constant punishment. Not the constant punishment. Why me? Why her indeed? She doesn't deserve this. Nagito, what do you mean if the victim actually committed suicide? Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really mad. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right? No, I don't agree. Do I believe that Ibuki killed Hyoko? Yes. Do I believe it was a guilty conscience? No. I think there is a third person involved, and I think that they used the illness to tell her to do all of these things. That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with. She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen. But if Ibuki is the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of murders, right? Exactly, she definitely couldn't have. After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time. Very good. Very good, Chiaki once again being the best. Chiaki's being the best. Yes, Queen, you were right. Then she was alive. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. I don't know. No, there's no way. There's no way. Absolutely not. No way. Not a fucking chance. You cannot pretend to be dead that way. No. The autopsy proves it. Okay, Nagito's just throwing shit in here to stir the pot now. Impossible. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene. She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that. And if she was gonna fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. No, I agree. Ibuki's way too rock and roll. Way too rock and roll. If Ibuki wanted to, like, go out by her own hand, she would have still gone out swinging. She would have found some really metal way to kill herself, right? It would have been extremely cool and badass, whatever the case. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan. Oh, I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer. I'm sorry, what? Okay.
Nagito should just shut up. Nagito should just be quiet. Just be quiet. If you don't open your mouth, you can't say stuff that's stupid. What the heck? Oh, there's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? I mean, that doesn't mean that she didn't kill herself. She could have killed herself, but having been told to in her gullible state, it would still count as having been murdered. The video we saw could still have been legitimate. Huh? Again though, the hair is different. Her hair isn't showing. It might not have been her. According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder. Right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it? See, I think so. I think so, Bleaties. I think she was forced to do it, but because of opposite day disease, she didn't feel forced. It's just she does whatever she was told to do, you know? Remember when we saw her in the hallway and we were like, what are you doing? And she was like, I just needed to stretch my legs. And we were like, okay, well, you should go back to your room. And she said, oh, I need to go back to my room. That's what I should do then, is that right? And then you say yes, and then she follows through, right? So, I think that, you know, she was following instructions. She was normally very individualist, would do her own thing, and didn't want to listen to authority. So her opposite was doing exactly whatever she would be told to do. But forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something? I don't know anything about that. Don't say it all proud. Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. Oh god, poor Minomi in the background. Poor Minomi in the background. Do you see her freaking out? It's okay, Minomi. We'll resolve this. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was. So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place. But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right? It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know. There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature. I mean, yeah, that was the other possibility, was it could have been pre-recorded, right? Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live? I mean, yes, but it could also have not been happening where we think it was happening. I think it was probably upstairs in the conference room. What time did Hajime see that video? Well, it was just before morning wake-up. I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement. So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we're established that Kyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that murders occurred was before and during the announcement. During the announcement? Huh. I imagine they both happened before the announcement myself. In fact, I thought that one happened, I thought Hyoko's happened like the night before. And that Ibuki's happened like that morning. So this is kind of not what I expected.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Yes, princess. Let's go.
Time to destroy an alibi.
I may have to remember everybody's accounts. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to check all of the data. We exclude sickness. And what about the others? For the morning announcement. He's sleeping in his motel room. I think everyone was doing that. Everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. So what about you guys? Okay. I was where I was supposed to be in my cottage. It's not an alibi. Afflicted by disease, and tell me if anybody has an alibi. Oh dear. Okay, the murders supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. Still, I don't think so. I still don't think that's the case. Can I can. Let me check out my truth bullets again. So let me see. So Mikan's account, right up until the Monokuma announcement, Mikan was with Hajime, so we know that those two were together. Then she went back to the hospital to check. That's where Buki disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital, she met up with Fuyuhiko. So there was a point when Fuyuhiko wasn't with them. Okay. Fuyuhiko's account. Out with Mikan, they split up to look for Ibuki. Check the movie theater and Fuyuhiko and Mikan. So they were only separated for a short time, allegedly. Hajime went to the hospital. After Fuyuhiko went in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. Okay. A movie invitation ticket. No, we've already used that. The person doesn't have an alibi for that time. Oh. What about Sonya's account? Where is Sonya's account? Right, Sonya's account. Kyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled. She was unable to turn around. That's when Sonya told her about the fourth mirror. Well, that doesn't give her an alibi for where she was. Sonya's account. Mikan's account. Surveillance monitor video. Wrong button. Surveillance monitor video. Okay. Surveillance monitor video. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows a person dressed in a gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they climb a stepladder towards a noose. Oh, this is delightful. Okay, I need to pay more attention. So, here's a scene. I think everyone at the hotel was sleeping. So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi? What about us? I was in my own cottage. That's not actually true. Because he met... If nobody has an alibi... Okay, so that's... Okay, so people like me and Akane, right? He was sick. I need to review this. Hold on. Mikan's account, right up. So Monokuma, up until the announcement, Mikan was with me. Then there was the Monokuma announcement. We went back to the hospital. Well, she went to the hospital. Then she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, where she met up with Fuyuhiko. That doesn't sound quite the same as Fuyuhiko's account, though. Met up with Mikan in front of the hospital, then split up to search for Ibuki. That... I don't know, that doesn't sit quite right. That doesn't sit quite right. Let me go... Mikan's account. Yeah, so, like, everybody has an alibi. So I have an alibi because I was with Mikan. So at the very least, I have an alibi, right? I have an alibi, so Mikan's account should be my alibi. Right, so I'm covering my own backside. Okay. Time to cover my own butt. Time to cover my own butt. He was at his own cottage. I mean, why is it not an alibi? It's alibi now. His evil eyes have seen the truth. I have an alibi. Yes! Okay, Bleaties! Our alibi is sound. Because we were with Mikan. Hold on, not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis. You two have alibis? Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while. Woo, people are gonna get the wrong idea when you say that. Oh no, they're gonna think you've been up to all kinds of saucy things. Oh no, and Mikan just making it worse. Mikan, no! We even woke up together that morning. Hey, what kind of situation is that? I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Yeah, I think the open mouth, like, slack jaw, what the fuck, is a fair reaction. I think that's a fair reaction. Too much info. It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagito's condition had improved. Honest, I promise. For real. And we went to the hospital together afterwards, so we were together until right before the announcement. I get it. You guys have alibis. If that's the case, the killer must be someone else. It's better if we think about it like that. I mean, yeah, for sure, because I'm not the killer. We didn't do it. We didn't do it, did we? Absolutely not, Bleaties. We're good eggs. Good eggs don't commit murder. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway. So, it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important. It feels like Operation Destroy Doriki's alibi has backed us into a corner instead. Oh no, don't open your mouth, please. But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Is that all it was? I mean, I think that's what it was. Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding that alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie? I think it was probably just a coincidence, if I'm honest. Are you saying there was another reason? Oh, I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. You know, Bleaties, I don't think he feels bad at all. I think it's all lip service. It's all lip service, and he's just being deliberately difficult and trying to make everything harder than it has to be. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence. The killer had a different reason? What possible reason could it be? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? What kind of trap is it? Oh no! Oh no! Whose trap and what kind of trap is it? It's break time! Oh! Monokuma and Manami time! Well, I think now is a perfect time to stop. Now is a perfect time to stop because, well, we're 5 minutes away from the end of stream. We're 5 minutes away from the end of stream. And I really want to take this opportunity. You know, I want to take this opportunity to actually thank everybody properly. So let's just pop that down for a sec. Okay, make myself a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Hello! Hello, it's me. I'm usually very small, but right now I'm very big. Are you impressed? Are you impressed by how big I am? I hope you're impressed by how big I am. So, thank you so much for coming and spending time with me today. I really appreciate it so much. I really do. I know that it's Christmas, so you all have got family things to do, places to be, places to go, exciting stuff awaits. And I really hope that you enjoy it. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope that you have a fantastic Christmas break. I hope you have a chill Boxing Day. I hope that you have just a nice few days of doing chill things, catching up on video games, catching up on favorite series on TV or movies or whatever, right? But whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that you really enjoy it. And I wish you the merriest and fluffiest of Christmases. Again, thank you so much for joining me, EP Sheepy, while I'm playing Danganronpa 2 Blind. This is proving to be quite a ride, and I will be picking this back up next Sunday. Normally I do a Wednesday stream, but since Wednesday is Christmas Day, I think it's better that I don't stream on Christmas Day. I'll be streaming on Friday instead. I'll be playing the Inner World on Friday. So some more chill classic point and click for a couple of hours on Friday instead. Hopefully by that time we'll have all finished digesting all the food we'll have eaten and finished opening all of our presents. So I really hope that you all get cool stuff, you all get the things you want, that you have a really wonderful day. It's too early for me to talk about New Year's resolutions, but one of my Christmas wishes is to finally reach that point where I get to call myself a proper streamer, because I'm recognized as an affiliate for Twitch. So please keep your beans crossed for me. Let's see if we can achieve that coming into the new year. That would be super amazing. That would be super amazing. You've all been fantastic, and I wish I could thank you as much as I would like to. So, until Friday, Bleaties, until Friday at 2, I hope that you have a fantastic day. Merry Christmas, and bye-bye!